Good Friday morning. Dr. Roger Smalligan joins me. We're talking about something that's been in the news a lot, cyclospora, which is a parasite that's making people across the country sick and also here in Texas.
Right. There have been about 500 cases reported in the nation, and in Texas we've had 127. So we have a pretty good, 25% of the cases. So it is definitely out there. Now, two states have been hit harder than us, or equally hard, are Nebraska and Iowa. And they've actually been able to track this outbreak in those two states to some contaminated lettuce that apparently came from a farm in Mexico that maybe wasn't washed, well enough or appropriately. Fortunately, they've already spoken to these restaurant chains in Texas, and they don't have the same source of lettuce as those restaurants did. So we're hoping, we don't know exactly where our 127 cases, we haven't been able to find the source. I guess the CDC is working on trying to do what we call fingerprinting on the cyclospora parasite and see if they have the same DNA sequence as the ones that are in Nebraska and Iowa. And then if they do, then it's pretty certain that, it's all coming from the same source, in this particular supplier of lettuce.
Interesting. And those restaurants were Red Lobster and Olive Garden in those other states?
In those states, right. And in our
Texas,
states, it has not been, apparently we don't, Olive Garden and Red Lobster do not get their lettuce from the same supplier in Texas as they do in Nebraska.
Which leads people to ask, where's this stuff coming from? What you said, the CDC is working on that.
They really are. They're trying to sort it out and see, are these the identical strains or are they different, and what else can we do to stop it? The good thing is, if you think about lettuce products, they don't have a long shelf life, so even if you had a contaminated batch, it should be gone pretty quickly.
And people, I'm sure, are looking at their bagged lettuce and double checking that right now.
I think so.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Smalligan.
My pleasure.